tells me one thing for sure. And I'll bet you if I gave you till this time tomorrow, you would not guess what that one thing tells me.
That we still love him.
That's not even on the short list. What I know by the fact that you continue to allow him to live there, that you've let him call you, quote, a stupid bitch so much that you are desensitized to it. You see, it doesn't even faze you anymore.
No.
Okay, the fact that you allow him to continue to do this tells me that you have put your emotional agenda ahead of his well-being. You are doing it because it makes you feel better because you at least know where he is. You at least know he's safe. You at least don't have the guilt of having to deal with the fact that you have put your son on the street. So you are more concerned about easing your guilt and creating your peace of mind than you are making the hard decisions about what it takes for this young man to grow up. You do it because it makes you feel better, not because it helps him. The first thing you told me without even thinking, the first thing you told me is, you know, I talked about you got to leave at 18 as well, but we worry about where he would go. We worry about where he would be, which sounds very paternal. But what it's telling me is you feel guilty if he's under a bridge. You feel like you failed as parents if he's out on the street.
Absolutely.
With no, so you get my point? So what you do is you allow this so you don't feel guilty, because the reality is he deserves to be out of your house. Correct?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Do you think they should continue to let you live there the way you behave?
Absolutely not.
Okay, let's go over it just a minute so we can be sure we've got this. Things that you have destroyed when angry. You have punched holes in the wall. You've kicked bedroom doors. You smashed windows in on the storm door. You pushed through the screen door. I mean, you just went completely through it. You have destroyed heat ducts. You snapped 4 landline phones in half. You've dented the refrigerator door. You've dented the cover to the gas grill. You've kicked in kitchen cupboards. You've dented your dad's laptop. You've damaged casing on the door frames. You smashed the screen on your mother's laptop. You broke your mother's cell phone. Now, come on.
It's a big list.
The only difference between this behavior and the tantrums of a 2-year-old is you are taller. You are behaving in it. This is a grown-up tantrum. We call it rage when people grow up because we just feel like we need new words, but it's just tantrum behavior, right? He doesn't get what he wants. Give me $20 or I'll shoot you in the head.
Yeah.
Give me this toy at the grocery store, I'll fall on the floor and I'll kick and scream and yell and fight and kick you in the shins.
That's exactly
Kicking you in the shins has become, I will now shoot you in the head. I will yell at you, I will scream at you, I will break these things. He is venting rage here. And you are enabling him to do this. You are giving him targets to do it. You do it to them because it's safe. Because you know, you can predict what they're going to do, right? What are they going to do?
Give in.
I mean, even he knows. What did he just say? I said, what are they going to do when you throw these tantrums? What did he say?
Give in.
That's how predictable. I mean,
I know. We created a monster. We just don't know how to correct it.
Stop it.
but you can't change what you don't acknowledge. You have to acknowledge that what I'm saying is true. You're letting him get by with this because you don't have the courage to face the alternative, which is to put him out. Because what mother puts her kid on the street? Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that goes against every instinct of a mother. It goes against every instinct of a parent, right?
Yes.
And look, I'm a parent. I get it. This is not a happy alternative. And I hope we can negotiate something short of that. But that'll be up to you. Am I getting anywhere?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yes.
now I want to talk to you. We're going to find out what happened between Stephen and his brother Kyle.